Okay, I have this other spinner here that I couldn't wait to open up. Another one from FEGVE. This one is kind of an imitation of a little airplane. It's a little bi-spinner that has two engines and propellers on it. It's a really unique design. I've had this out playing with it a little bit, and I'm going to take it out of the box. It's got a nice box that comes in. It's stuck. Okay. So there's what it looks like basically. It's got a little engine in it, which has a bearing inside of it, and it has little propellers on it. Two of them, one on each side, and you can access these from the back and spin them like this. They have a bearing in it that looks like, let me see if that's I think it's a R188 bearing in it. Might be a 608, I can't quite tell for sure, but I'll find out. I think the main point of this one isn't really to be a long spinner, and it doesn't feel like it's going to spin very long. It's a little clunky. But again, the point of this one's kind of to be a work of art or an artful object, and you've got other ways to play with it other than just being a plain fidget spinner. It's not the kind of thing you'd carry around with you all the time. But I'm going to test it out and see how long it spins anyway. So I'll get back to you and we'll review this very attractive spinner. Okay, I got done testing the FEGVE, I'm calling it the airplane engine spinner, because it's got these little propellers on it that you can turn from the back and spin, and they've got bearings in there. It's a very attractive spinner, and it did a little bit better in testing than I thought it would. It got an average spin time of 4 minutes and 37 seconds, which isn't a really long spinner, but it's for something like this, it's very good, I would say. Very little variability. It only got about 10 seconds of average variability, and so it didn't get penalized much on that. Didn't seem to matter whether it was horizontal or vertical. On appearance, I gave it a 10. I think this thing looks great. I mean, it just looks like a couple of little airplane engines there. It's very nice. The feel is not so great, and that's where we have some problems. It's not really, I don't really know if this is something you'd really want to play with too much. It's more something to collect, more as a piece of art. The biggest problem with it is that the propellers stick out past the button. So when you're spinning it, the little propellers keep hitting on your fingers, and you have to kind of hold it more like this to avoid those propellers. So that's a bit of a problem for actually using it. And it's a little tri-spinner. It's pretty smooth along the side, so you don't get a lot of bite on it. But the propellers are the big problem for spinning. But then again, if you get this, how much time are you going to spend spinning it? And the spin time probably doesn't matter too much. It's more like a little piece of art. Kind of cool to spin the propellers though. It gives you something extra to fidget with. It also, I don't know if this will show up on the video, but it makes a nice pattern when you spin it. See, it's got gold and silver in it because it has gold and silver parts. So I'm hoping that shows up on camera. And all in all, another little problem with it is when you turn it a little bit, it thumps a little bit. Not too much, but it does thump a little bit. So all in all, this is a really nice piece. It cost $125 on eBay, and it weighs 83 grams. A little bit on the heavy side, but that's okay. That's actually better. 83 grams is pretty good. So if you like to collect a really nice looking fidget spinner that's good to look at and goof around with, but not the best in the world at being a fidget spinner, then this is a good one to get. All right. Oh, the overall score was a 7.48, and that qualifies it as very good. See you later.